Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies Man once again, and today we're going to be looking at another Shonen Jump series. Today we're going to be looking at Aliens Area, I apologize. Although I think Aliens Arena was a better title, but I think that was incorrectly stated when I first saw that the series was coming to Shonen Jump. But the full title is Aliens Area, and this is the first impressions review of this new Shonen Jump series that has just come out this past Sunday. And unlike other times where I'm going to wait till Saturday before the next episode chapter comes out, I'm going to do this during my normal week of videos because I don't really have many other videos to make right now. So yeah, the author of Aliens Area is Fusai Naba. I don't know too much about them. I didn't take a look into what other stuff that they had made, but I think, if I remember correctly, that this is a new mangaka or a rookie mangaka. So maybe they didn't really work on anything else beforehand. It's an action battle shonen that has this underlying tone of sci-fi, and it has aliens in it. And the premise is basically that we follow this guy, Tatsumi Tatsunami, in his final year of high school, where he works a lot of jobs to try to take care of his siblings, and because he has to take care of his siblings since his parents died in a fire about 6 years before the beginning of the story, he can't go to college even though he kind of wanted to. And so he's trying to take care of his siblings, and then he realizes that something is wrong with his arm. Kind of reminded me of Parasite at this point in time. And he gets a cut, it bubbles, and then it heals. And then he goes to the doctor to, see if they know anything about his arm, and they can't figure out anything, so he leaves. He gets approached by this police detective, and he goes home, finds that there's some thugs there, and then these thugs turn out to be aliens, and they start attacking him because they want to remove this thing that changes his arm from his body. And his little siblings come in at this point, make the battle much more difficult. He still manages to fight off these aliens by unleashing the power in his arm, which is this kind of weird black stretchy thing, kind of like Venom, and again, kind of similar to Parasite as well. And he discovers that he has these powers. Then the detective shows up at his home again. His name is Hajime Shuraku, and they help him get rid of these thugs, and eventually the police detective recruits him to be in this alien task force under the Foreign Affairs Division 5, or I think Foreign Affairs Division 5 is the division that is in charge of these aliens, right? And so it's kind of interesting. The story reminds me of Men in Black, reminds me of Parasite, it reminds me maybe a little bit of Gantz, or a little bit like Yagan in the kind of transformation aspect, and the kind of like take care of the aliens kind of aspect in the case of Gantz. And the art style isn't really my favorite. I don't really like it. I don't really know what it reminds me of. It's kind of this weird mix between Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia, maybe. I don't really like it. It's a little too sharp and sketchy and kind of too angular for my taste. It doesn't really make the human characters look that great. However, the action sequences are pretty good, and the way the aliens come off as very non-human looks really well. It works really well, but I don't really like how the human characters also come off as not really human. However, the story seems pretty interesting, so I'm willing to give it a few more chapters before I decide whether to continue reading it or not. And the emotional heart of the story seems pretty good. It's an older brother taking care of his little siblings because no one else can, and he just wants to do right by them, and so he wants to work even though he might be giving up on something he wanted to do. Totally fair, totally good. I really enjoy these types of stories. They make me, have a pretty good positive emotional reaction, and I can't really fault them for that. The only real issue here is the art style that I don't really like. But other than that, everything else about the story looks pretty good. I like it. The color pages were also pretty interesting. They had a really faded out but striking kind of color to them that I liked a lot. I thought that was really, really cool. And yeah, there really isn't much else to say about this story. I think it's interesting, and I'll at least read a few more chapters of it. But with this art style, I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna really enjoy reading those chapters after this initial one. So we'll see how it goes, but that's really all there is to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and let me know what you guys think about this story down in the comments. Is it interesting to you? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? Is it just one of those ones that's gonna get axed in 20 chapters? Let me know down in the comments, and thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.